Hello, 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 you guys. It is your girl Sunshine here with another one. Yes, are you my booze? First time going live. Don't know if I'm doing this right. We shall see. I'm just going to, I guess, start off with each zodiac sign, and then kind of go from there. I might be doing some random questions if anyone is here. I can't tell yet. We shall see. So we're going to start off with the Leos. Let's see, what messages does the Leos need to know today? So you're going to have justice in a situation. It looks like something from the past, maybe a person could be coming back into your life that you never thought was going to actually come back. We have here the Wheel of Fortune as well coming out. Yeah, there's a destined opportunity for you and someone to reconnect. A person you've known for quite a bit of some time is definitely coming in. And there's going to be some knowledge that actually comes through that's going to even the scales between the two of you guys. I feel as if there was some things that were hidden that were just unknown, which caused a kind of separation between the two of you guys. But there's going to be a union that comes in because you guys are meant to have each other in your life to learn whatever lesson in the path is there. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go on to Geminis. We have here the Five of Swords coming out first, the Knight of Swords, as well as the King of Cups. So I'm getting two types of energy from this. It's either something in your mind you're telling yourself, like kind of like a story where it's kind of gotten you on a loop of repeating the same patterns, or it's someone that you're actually very close with isn't actually telling you the whole truth. There's something that they're being indecisive about. There's something that they're holding back in their mental space where they're not opening up. Yeah, so we have the Devil card coming out here as well. Yeah, there's something that's keeping a trapped energy. I really do feel like majority of you, it's something that you may not even realize that you're telling yourself. And it's just kind of been in your DNA for such a long period of time. You literally probably had this story from maybe like childhood where it's telling you that life has to be a certain way. It's almost like in certain movies there could be certain roles where they're like the man has to act this way, the woman has to act this way. And it's like when you're growing up, you're basically downloading that information into your brain where when you become an adult, you think that you may want it to be that way because that's how you naturally feel. No, it's not necessarily like that. It's basically that it's all you've known. It's all that you've seen around. So you've felt as if, oh, because it's familiar, I know it's this way. This is how it should be, but it isn't. There's something that is blocking you. It feels a sense of kind of like a chain energy that I'm feeling with this attachment of the devil energy, and it's time to break away from it. Because even with the Five of Swords, if you look here, there's strings, and it's like someone's being played like a puppet in a sense. And it's I don't feel like it's necessarily someone doing it to you. It feels more strongly that you're doing it to yourself, and you may not be aware of it, or you're kind of aware of it to the point where like I'll deal with that later. So I would say work on what situations are you saying that you're so stern in that decision. Ask yourself, where did I get the idea? Why am I going with that response over this response? And really tap into what you actually want. It kind of feels like a little bit of an evaluation of kind of your morals, what you developed over the years. And there's nothing wrong with reevaluating it, because at the end of the day, when you think about it, there's certain things that you went into survival mode where you adapted that type of habit. But now that it's years from there of when you actually develop the habit, you may not need it anymore, and it's time to kind of release it. And I feel like that's what's coming in for you. The next we're going to have is Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? So we have here the Six of Swords, the Temperance card. Oh my God, a whole bunch. The Three of Cups, the Justice, the Five of Swords, the King of Cups, and we also have the Magician. So you're definitely going through quite a bit of a change. You're moving away from old patterns, old behaviors, because it was keeping you unstable. And I feel like you're moving to more stable grounds. Now, you have three major arcana cards here. So you're definitely going through quite a bit of a shift and a change. It does seem that it's kind of broken up in a bit of a sense where you might get a little breather. You may not feel like you're going to get a breather, but you will get a breather in between this. But you're going to have a lot of success towards this this change that you're developing. Now, it seems as if it's something in your mental space as well here with the Five of Swords. The card actually says mind games and control. And I don't feel like it necessarily is a person that's doing it to you. I feel like it's you're kind of doing it to yourself. And it's very easy for us to sometimes get caught into the loop of telling ourselves a story and not even realizing that it's like you're just saying this because that's maybe all you know, or if you just want to be that particular way. It reminds me of that picture. I don't know if you've seen it before, where it's a little girl and she's holding this teddy bear, and it's all broken up and it's bruised and it's like patched back together. And in the other image, there's like, I don't know, God or Jesus or someone, but it's like an adult figure that is saying, like, hand me, has one hand out saying like pretty much like, hand me the teddy bear, don't worry. And behind the back of that, the person, they have a bigger teddy bear that's brand new, that's so much 10 times better than the teddy bear that the little girl is holding on to. And it's back to an analogy of, sometimes we can get caught into holding on to something because it's comfortable and we don't want to release it, but not realizing that there actually is something better out there for you. And I feel like you're learning to let go of this energy in your mental space of keeping yourself in that energy. It's almost like I'm hearing someone say like, you know what, that's possible. That outcome's possible. The other outcome is possible as well. And just kind of allowing there to be a little bit less of a set in stone, this is the only outcome that it can be, the only response. I feel like you're getting more in touch and in tune with your feelings. Or this could be relating to a person that's in your little bit of your love life as well. It could be, a water sign, it could be any sign, but I feel like it's like both, it's like this person's kind of showing you how you've been manipulating yourself in your own mental space. And I feel like when you get the clarity and you get to the balance of the situation is when you get more into this magician energy, and you're going to start being able to manifest the things that you want in life actually very, very smoothly and nice as time goes on. So next we're going to go on to the Scorpios and see what do the Scorpios need to know? What's going on with Scorpios? I just saw the Nine of Swords wanting to come out. Probably some trapped energies. Maybe you're having a little bit of some sleepless nights. We have here the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So we have here message of love, nurturing, excitement, and curiosity. So there could be someone that you want to actually send a message of love to. They could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or maybe they want to reciprocate it. There seems to be a sense of it mutually being like as mutual sides. I feel like both parties have this energy of wanting to have this love and in a connection, wanting to have a start, a new beginning, just something in regards to love. And it's like almost like someone is needing a reassurance of should they pursue this, should they go ahead and kind of give this offer of love, actually pursue the situation, this person. And I feel like the answer is yes. There's actually going to be a lot of excitement and joy in this connection, because I feel like both parties are going to ground each other out, especially if it is, it could be any sign in particular, but this person seems to come off as they bring some sort of stability to your life, some sort of grounding, just kind of like, like when you think about like a parent figure, and it's like, like when you're going back home and you're going to go see them, there's something about just being back home that brings out that kind of comfort and just hug. Not everyone has a situation, but in particular, somewhere where you feel that kind of home vibe. It's almost like this person makes you feel, basically makes you feel more grounded, more connected, more like anything can happen in regards to the world and you can handle it. There's also a sense of with this person, um, they maybe make you want to be better, or just there's a lot of thoughts that kind of go into this person, but I feel like there is a strong connection, but for some reason it's not. um it might have been being held back because in the pre-shovel, I did see the devil card wanting to come out. So there could have been a situation prior to this where there was attachments and there was something that was basically just kind of holding this connection back in maybe both party situation or one in particular. And I feel like that kind of that because that card didn't actually fully come out, I feel like someone is stepping away from that, is finally learning how to break that attachment, and whatever that codependency or whatever that addiction was with that devil energy, so that they can go ahead and pursue something in regards to love. But it's going to be successful, Scorp. So I say go for it. Okay. So we have here Taurus is going to be the next one. Let's see. What is the Taurus collectively to know? We have here this the Four of Pentacles card showing scarce mindset. There was also the Knight of Wands, some adventure. Maybe you're trying to pursue something and you're scared of the outcome of how it's going to be. The Knight of Wands came out again. So we have here the Knight of Wands. We have here the Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Fool card, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Now, this Five of Swords has been coming out quite a bit for some readings. So there's a sense of kind of just being trapped in the mental space. Now, I feel like there was something that you may have been pursuing, whether it's a relationship or career, where it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. It feels as if there had to be some sort of healing and putting kind of down this defensive energy. Because remember, we have here the Seven of Wands. That's kind of just having your guard up and a little on the fence about a situation. But I feel as if when you heal towards whatever this thing that didn't work out, and it wasn't necessarily like, what happens sometimes, say example, you wanted to pursue a career in art, okay? And then you put out your first, picture out there into the world, say on like Instagram, and it gets like 5 likes. That can be devastating if you spend so many hours on it and you love it so much. But it's about understanding that, okay, what didn't go right in that situation? Okay, you know what? Maybe it was the time I posted it. Maybe I should try posting it. It's like almost like going back to drawing board, not looking at it as a loss, looking as I now have more information than I did from before. So I feel as if that there maybe there's a story that you've been telling yourself that you need to cut away from and have more healing in that situation, so that you can be able to take a leap of faith in regards to something you love. You have here the Union card coming in here. So whether it's a person or it's actually, something in regards to your passion career, there is something in regards to kind of going back to like when childhood. If you were to think about, what made you happy, you could just sit down and you could do this all day long. You don't have to worry about anything else. And that certain passion, that hobby, you just love. It's kind of like going back to your roots. What is it that's really going to make you happy, and why is it going to make you happy, so you can start pursuing it and just changing your mental state of how you view yourself, like almost like when you're going to go and try to go into this love situation or this career situation, when you're going into it, have more positive outcome, like it will be successful. I will see it through. There may be hard times, but I'm always going to get past it. Not try to avoid as much negative as you can, and it's going to help you move along more smoothly. But there's a sense of you having faith in the situation, to see that it will, this little bit of a roller coaster at a time where it feels as if it's really heavy, that you will get past it and that you're going to be basically sailing on to easier life in a situation. You'll get more clarity in the situation as the healing and recovery continues to work in your life. Okay, so next we're going to go on to the Aries. Let's see. What does Aries need to know? Wow. So that's a way to start for the reading. We have here the 10 of Pentacles coming out, ultimate achievement. So you're achieving something. There's something you've been working hard at, and you're finally getting to the stage of it completing. And you actually getting the rewards of it. It's not only sometimes when you go through you're working on a project example, you can finish the project, but you still haven't put it out to the world. So there's the sense of not getting the reward and satisfaction of everyone kind of seeing it. So I feel as if they no, you're getting like all of it. It's all going to happen. It's coming. Feels like it's coming soon. We have here the Six of Cups. Now, if it's in regards to a situation with a person, there is going to be something that's entering your life again. But I really don't feel like this is more of a person. I really do feel like it is something career-wise for majority of you. But some of you, it will be in regards to love. We have here the Six of Swords, stalemate and indecision. There was a period of time where you kind of got stuck in regards to what option you wanted to choose, what path you wanted to go. And I feel like it kind of you stayed in that energy. There's a little bit of sense of stagnant coming through, where it's just you kind of just got stuck and got trapped. Now we have here at the bottom of the deck the Five of Cups coming through, old wounds. I feel like you healed from a situation which allowed you to take off the blindfold so that you can actually pursue something that you do love and you do care about. That it's actually something that kind of came very natural, very easy, flowing to you. So if you're looking for a sign if this is going to work out, this is a yes, that you're going to have exactly what you've been planning, what you've been working towards. It's all going to work out. Oh, I love that. We have here Libra going next. Let's see. What is the message for the Libras? What do they need to know? See here the Two of Cups trying to come through. What does the Libras need to know? What is the message? We have here the Sun card, the Emperor, so the Divine Masculine. We also have here the 12, so the Hangman, the Knight of Swords, and also the 10 of Swords. So there was a situation that this feels like it might have been a love situation where it was like almost like how, because even like how the cards came out, they kind of came out in two different piles. We have here the Sun and the Emperor as one pile, and then the Hangman, the Knight of Swords, and the 10 of Swords is another. And I feel like you might have been feeling like you would have had success in a situation with some Divine Masculine, or if it's not relating to love, in a career situation, you thought you were going to have success in it, but it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. You will have the success you're looking for, but it's almost like the way that you envisioned it isn't going to be the same. And there was a point of having to have a new perspective, thinking outside the box, doing something different than you normally do, just kind of changing your actions, especially in your mental space. When you have here, we have two swords coming out, right? So it's a lot about your just you being kind of in your thoughts. Now, you are an air sign as well, so there could be a sense of you having to kind of get more connected with that section of yourself. I would say if you can go out into nature and just kind of just be with air, there's going to be a lot of healing you're going to get from. Don't even think about like oh, I have to go and meditate, or I have to go and just go outside, just breathe in and breathe out, and that's the only thing to focus on. Don't worry about it. And if thoughts come in, cool. If thoughts don't, cool. There's just going to be a sense of you needing almost like a fresh start to get the clarity in order to have a new perspective, in order to let this thing that needs to end completely, so you can go towards your true happiness and your true growth. You might have been a little stubborn in wanting to let go of this story, this pattern, this situation, but it's okay. When you feel so strongly about something, it can feel like you don't want to give up on it, but the best thing for you to do is actually to give up on it, so that what is meant to come in will be new and different, whether it is this person coming back new and fresh, or it's a career that you're seeing in a different light and coming back new and fresh. But there is a sense of newness and freshness is going to come through once you kind of let go of this old thing. It's almost like you've had a sweater for so long, but it's had a million holes in it, and you don't want to let it go because there's so much, history and memories and all that stuff. But it's time to let go of that so you can build new memories, new situations in a new sweater. Okay, guys, we're gonna leave it at that. So for the next sign, we are gonna go to the Pisces. So let's see, what is the message that the Pisces need to know? What is the message for Pisces? So we have here the Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles card coming out. Now, why I laughed a little bit was because the King of Cups card and the Four of Wands Cups card was showing in the split. And I was going to say before the cards flipped out that you could be thinking about, commitment, foundation in regards to love, your love life in particular, what fills your cup, what makes you happy. And then coming out, we have the Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel as if that there's some aspect of love on your mind that you are working towards getting more balance into it. And it's kind of like you're going back to the planning stage. And actually, that's kind of the best thing that you can do. Now, don't get too caught in the planning stage, because sometimes you can plan and plan and plan and plan and not actually do any actions. But I feel like when you can get, it's almost like if you're the type of person that keeps everything in your mind, just having it written down on a piece of paper allows you to make space in your mental where you can have more freedom, where you can have something else because you have it written down. You don't necessarily have to remember anymore. You have it on that piece of paper. Okay. So I just feel a sense of you kind of releasing what's in your mental space and kind of just jotting it all down and seeing it from a different perspective, like seeing it on a piece of paper. You can get a totally different feeling from it from that when you're thinking about it in your mind. Okay, so it just feels if when you can take the time to do that and you can look, okay, what can I shift, what can I change, what can I balance, what can I adapt to, it's going to help you in regards to the situation where you want to go towards and give love. Now, there's a lot of page energy coming up here in your reading. So there's a lot of kind of thinking and wanting to do, but it's kind of at the baby stages. It doesn't feel like you're on too long of the path. So it's kind of like be more kind with yourself. It's like when you think about a baby, okay? You're not, as soon as the baby is born, be yelling at the baby because the baby can't walk. Of course, the baby can't walk. The baby was just born, okay? The baby has so many different stages to get to before it starts to walk, okay? They're still crawling and wobbling and dragging themselves, right? So it's the same aspect of remembering that you're at kind of that beginning stage. So be more kind to yourself while you're going through it, because it is a little bit of a challenging situation for you to find balance with it. But you'll find your way, you'll find your path, and before you know it, it'll be so easy that you'll forget you were ever stuck in that situation before. So now we're going to go on to Sagittarius. So let's see, what does the Sagittarius need to know? So we have here the Judgment card and the Ace of Cups coming through. So there's a situation in regards to love where it's almost like, I don't want to say you got done dirty, but that's what it feels. It feels like I'm not saying everyone's an angel or anything like that. You probably paid your part too, but there's a sense of someone, it's almost like someone told you false truths. Didn't tell you something completely true when it came to matters of love. I don't know, it's like they played one way and then all of a sudden they kind of switched up. We have here the King of Pentacles coming through and the Five of Swords. Yeah, there's a sense of someone played mind games. I feel like someone came in and pretended that they were going to offer this stability, this connection. Maybe you guys have a family together. Maybe they promised a family, the happy love situation. And it was all a lie. They weren't telling the truth. For whatever reason, they weren't telling the truth. Not that this person is a bad person, it's just for whatever reason they got spooked, they got scared, they couldn't live up to the words that they said. But with the judgment card coming through, this is a reassurance of letting you know that everything that's meant to play out is playing out. That you are, it's almost like if you've been on the lower part of the roller coaster, it's like you're finally going to the higher part. You're finally kind of getting past this energy of this situation, and you're getting a new renewed situation when it comes to the matters of love. Okay, I feel there's a sense of, okay, something happened to you, but the next round, the next stage is going to be a happier story when it comes to it. It's almost like this happened, you learned your lessons, you walked away with whatever you did, and it's time for you to now reap the rewards of pretty much being strong and going through this situation. You kind of muscled through it in a different way that other people probably would have broken down. And there was a sense of you kind of like you stood up, you handled what had to be handled, and you did what you had to do. And it's almost like you didn't shed a tear. It's like you did what you had to do, and it's time for you to now reap the rewards of learning that lesson and going to that situation and coming out of it strong. So if you were wondering when love was going to have a shift and a change, it's around the corner for you for sure. Okay, we're gonna go on to the next, and that is Aquarius. So let's see, what is the messages for the Aquarius? We have here the Nine of Cups at display. We also have here the Moon card. So there could be some things that are hidden that you don't know when it comes to matters of a love situation. We have here, wow, Death card, Two of Pentacles, and we have here the Chariot. So I feel like you're moving towards a situation that is going to allow you to transform and shed the old so you can be able to balance more. There was a painful ending in a situation. Maybe it was in regards to a love situation. Let me see a little bit further. You're definitely walking away from an old pattern and kind of a lower vibrational situation. We have here Lover's card, and we have here Three of Swords. My. Yeah, some sort of heartbreak, something like if it was not in regards to a partnership, it could be in regards to of you thought that was going to be the career that you were going to have and be successful, and it didn't work out. But for majority of you, it is a love situation where there was someone you probably not probably, you guys had a strong connection, you guys had a strong bond, but for whatever reason it didn't work out, and there was some heartbreak in it, and it's time for you to shed the old and allow yourself to release it. Now, this, when it comes to twin flame connections, there's a lot of back and forth that kind of comes out of it, the runner and the chaser kind of situations. And it's not like each person is doing anything on purpose, it's just how the journey kind of goes. So understand that I for a lot of these journeys, there's a lot of times when you are you're shedding old. The connection comes in to your life to allow you to shed things that are no longer supposed to be the vibration. It's a whole healing and lesson, fun little roller coaster drive. But drive, I should said ride. But I feel like it's time for you to make a path for the new, so that you can transform and be something better. When you look at this Death card, she's getting rid of her cloak and she's having her new bare skin. Is kind of like thinking about like birth. You're birthing the new, you're becoming the new. The old version of you can't go on to this new path, and this connection was the only thing that kind of would be able to kind of shake your ground to allow you to change. It's like if anything else came in, it's almost like you would have stayed in that same vibrational energy. Something had to come in and drastically allow this shift and allow this change, no matter how painful it is, because I know Three of Swords, that is not fun energy to go through. The death energy, that's not fun either. And even just the twin flame connection is not fun. So I know that this is something that's definitely been a little bit hard to deal with, but it is going to reap amazing rewards when you allow this energy to just kind of just go on. It was what it was. It's time to start new and fresh, and then you're going to see everything's going to be lighter. Everything's going to feel a lot less heavy as time goes on. So we're going to go on to the next sign, which is the Capricorn, and we're going to see what messages are going to come through for the Capricorn. So we have here the Knight of Cups, the Tower card, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Empress card, and the Four of Pentacles. So in a situation, it looks like it's in regards to matters of love. Someone was kind of basically wearing a mask. They weren't telling the whole truth. They were playing games. They would come in and make it seem as if they wanted to really have something significant with you, but it was like they actually weren't telling the truth. They were holding back. There was some sort of the card's talking about deception. The chick literally has her mouth, has a finger covering her mouth, like shh. Okay, like, hey, you know, when someone finds out your secrets, like, hey, don't tell anyone, like, this is between us. So there's a sense of someone that wasn't being honest and wasn't being true about how they felt in this connection. I feel as if it was a divine masculine, because we have here a divine feminine energy, and I feel as if this person got scared of how light and divine and how beautiful of a person you are, that they couldn't handle it. It was almost like they knew that they would have to kind of clean up their act. And it's almost like a player kind of going around and being like, love won't catch you, love won't catch me. And then boom, they find, the person that they see as the one. And it's like, oh shit, I can't even go in to be with this connection, because if I do, I'm just going to break their heart, because I need to get rid of this player energy, these things that I've been keeping around. I got to sift through and, change and level up, and I can't be ready to come in and do that. So it's almost like this person got shook and got scared of all that they have to do, and how divine and how much they felt in this connection. Now, with the Queen of Cups, I feel as if there was a part of you that intuitively understood that something wasn't right, that this person was holding back. And what happened is when this kind of came to light, there was a tower moment. There's going to be a tower moment, and it was meant to happen. Okay, it was a divine intervention. There was no way to run away from this at all. It was meant to happen the way that it was supposed to, so that you can see things clearly, that this person wasn't offering the truth. Now, their feelings in regards to how they feel, I don't feel like that's a lie. I just feel as if it's just it's almost like they gassed up themselves, but they can't even live up to what they gassed up to. They're not a bad person. I don't feel that. I really just feel as if that this person just couldn't give you what you deserve, because they feel as if that they have to work on some things in order to offer something stable, something more grounded. I really do feel as if there might have just been a player-ish energy, just a person that just kind of been single for so long, and it's almost like they don't know how to be in a relationship. They don't know how to be in a couple. They're just so used to being by themselves. So this person got spooked, got scared, and kind of just didn't give an equal teamwork, equal collaboration in this connection, and you got clarity from it. Okay. Is there any other messages for the Capricorn? Yep. We have here the Death card, transformation. There's nothing you can do. I'm like trying to find out more information of what happens after this transformation, but it's almost like the universe is trying to say, like, listen, this is the most important thing, not before, not after, just this current moment of going through this transformation, so you can actually go through all of it, so you can get the benefits of not having to repeat it. There's almost like a focus has to be on just going through this transformation, so you can see everything and you can finally be rid of this pattern. Because if you don't get to work on each aspect of it, you're going to have to keep going back and cleaning up and cleaning up and cleaning up. Okay. So just allow yourself to kind of just go with the current, as much as it may be painful, may suck. I know they're not fun. But what you feel afterwards when you've gone through it, that is the reward. That is the success, because that is beautiful, because you'll feel more light, you'll feel lifted, you'll feel as if that there's something you've been carrying on that was negative is been released and been gone, and you're going to feel a lot better and a lot happier. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next sign, which is the Cancers. Can crew. So let's see, what does the Cancers need to know? What's going on with the Cancers? We have here the split, the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands. So there might have been something in a situation you've been waiting for. Or you've been in this healing and recovery energy for so long, you're wondering when you're going to get out of it. Oh my gosh. Let's see. No. That needs to be shuffled again. Someone might be around in your energy. If you could like sage or do a purge or something, like even like a cleansing bath, that'd be good. I feel like there's someone maybe around in your energy that you're not aware of. We have here the Knight of Pentacles coming through, the 10 of Pentacles, as well as the 9 of Pentacles. Very interesting. Okay, so a lot of focus on money, school, structure, foundation. There's been a long journey, because remember at the beginning we had here the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands coming through. So there's been a sense of you waiting, like, when is this going to be over? When am I going to get blank? When is my finally going to get to my 10 of Cups situation? And I feel like you're going to, but there's a sense of you staying kind of in this independent energy a little bit longer than you need to, only because there's a lesson that is not being learned. I feel there's something that you're not seeing, and that's why it hasn't come to the full completion. What is it that the Cancers are not seeing? What is it? Nurturing. So we have here the Queen of Pentacles, another Pentacle card coming out, and we also have the Chariot card coming through, charging ahead. Okay, so I feel as if when these cards came out, I heard the word patience. And I feel like it's almost like you're not being patient with yourself. You're not allowing things to flow the way it needs to. Okay. You're not allowing, like, if you were to think about a mother and a child, okay, when that child is learning to speak, okay, the mother takes time to learn to teach them, first syllables and then first little letters and common words and stuff like that, and then slowly just has the patience to help the child kind of just go through mother and daughter. Sorry, mother and daughter, mother and father, either or, right? But with it being the Queen of Pentacles is why I'm saying mother energy. The nurturing energy, I feel like it's more of, if you nurture yourself and understand that you are at the right place, the right time. Everyone has a stage where it's going to be slow. Everyone has a stage when there's going to be fast. There's other stages when it's going to be stagnant. And just understand that each stage is necessary. Each stage is important, and it's okay if it may seem like you're slower than others and other people. Everyone has their own journey. Don't look at what's going on with others. Compare to something that you have done. One time I don't know, just for kicks. So I'm an artist, so I do drawings, and I stumbled on a drawing, and I knew I had learned more knowledge about the task that I was doing, pretty much the digital art, that that if I went back to the drawing, I would be able to update it and make it look different. And I didn't realize to what magnitude my knowledge had increased from the time I had done the first drawing to the time I was going to redraw it again. And when I put them side by side, I was baffled because I was just like, I didn't expect it to be so drastic. I thought it was like, okay, one or two things, maybe the hair is gonna be like this, or it was just a couple of things. But then when I compared it to something that I did, I could see my progress and I could be more appreciative. Whereas if I were to compare that drawing to another person's drawing, there could have been more negative, like, okay, they're so much better and there's so much distance because you're comparing someone else that has different road paths and experiences they went through, so they're going to see things differently. What I feel is a sense of you going back and being like, okay, where was I like 3 years ago with this situation, or where was I couple weeks ago, a month ago. Okay. And just looking at your success, it's almost like you are go, go, go and feeling behind, but at the same time, not seeing how far you have come. And it's time for you to have more patience in yourself and seeing the progress that you have made and it being able to see that, things are a lot different than how you're seeing it. Other people are seeing your success. For some reason, you're not seeing it because you're so focused on looking at where's the full completion, the completion, the ultimate achievement, the reward, and all of it. And you don't like that it's slow. The more that you focus on when is it coming, when is it completing, the more slow it's going to get. So when you nurture yourself and allow yourself to go more with the flow and allow yourself to be okay, that it's okay. If today I took a break, that's fine. Tomorrow I will pick it back up. And if tomorrow you still have to take a break again, that's okay. And sometimes we can get caught in like, I need to go, I need to finish, I need to finish. No, you don't. You set this own timeline. Your ego and pride is putting in your head that you have to get it now. You have to get it now. You don't necessarily have to get it now. Okay. Just go with the flow. Allow it to come in more with ease. And before you know it, it's all going to be working out the way it's supposed to. When you take away that pressure of when, and just allow yourself to flow into the current and the now, it's going to be a lot more beautiful for you and a lot more easy. Okay, guys, we're gonna leave it at that. Until next time, it's your girl Sunshine. Deuces.